So I'm out and about today, wearing my Donald Trump apparel, my shirt and my hat. Um, it's no surprise I did get some attention. Uh, Actually, quite a few people said something. One woman getting off the bus was like, "Oh, nice shirt," in kind of a sarcastic tone. And I sat next to someone on the bus when I got on it, and he kind of went, "Ugh," and walked away. Like when you wear Donald Trump stuff, you're gonna get negative responses. Uh, I knew that was gonna happen, but I figured I would, do my little part and be in support of Donald Trump because I believe Hillary Clinton is pure evil and will lead America downhill. There were other weird things too. Like I went to the gym to work out. I was in the cafeteria, and I had some people from across the room staring at me, giving me dirty looks. And I do have to be careful because there is a fair amount of Mexicans in my area. They're fairly harmless. I've never had a problem with them before. They're just, berry pickers, and they work in the fields, as you might expect. This is in the British Columbia region, and they're reasonably nice. I see them all the time on the bus and things like that. But I haven't run into them so far while wearing my apparel. I want to because I want to see what their reaction is. Because I can be a bit of a disturber, sometimes I want to see what happens. I want something more interesting to happen in my life. I'll say when I would get beaten up, but I don't think that would happen. But yeah, bit of mixing things up, it's always good. But anyway, I start working out, and I'm still wearing the hat, still wearing the shirt, and I give it 110% because I don't want to look like a slouch while I'm wearing this stuff, right? And someone starts whistling a tune, and I go, "What tune is that? That doesn't make any sense." And it was the tune that was being whistled in Kill Bill when the nurse was coming to give the lethal injection to Uma Thurman. Yeah, so that was a bit of a weird tune to be whistling. Uh, I couldn't even whistle even if I tried, so I mean, it probably means nothing. Uh, not much else interesting happened. I was working out. I watched a little bit of the television while I was there, and it was soap operas and things like that. Things that, I'm sure you could learn something if you watched them for a long enough time, but they're not interesting to me. They're quite dreary and boring. Um, some of my friends don't care for Donald Trump, but some of them really like him, and they think he's got great ideas and he knows what to do with the country. Um, he is at a disadvantage, as I've said in a video earlier today, that Hillary Clinton was married to an ex-president. She was a Secretary of State to Obama, who for 8 years. Uh, Mitt Romney supports her, probably because she used to be a Republican. Bernie Sanders supports her just because he wants to be in spite of Donald Trump. Even though it was probably Hillary Clinton that sabotaged his campaign, because, honestly, Bernie Sanders had a legitimate campaign. He went against the military-industrial complex, though. You can't do that. You can't do that and be president. The last person who even half thought that idea got assassinated. So you got to take that into consideration, and he should have known that, and he didn't go along with it. So he is not president, and he won't be. Donald Trump has got some stiff competition because he just hasn't been in the bed of the presidential system. He's the outsider. And I root for the underdog, man. Donald Trump has a disadvantage. Not because his politics are worse, not because Hillary Clinton's are better, but because there's an under the table bias against Donald Trump because they support Hillary Clinton, because she's one of the guys, one of the people in the background. She's been there a long time, and it's an unfair advantage. It's rigged. And her being a total liar, people are used to that from their political leaders these days. Calling someone a total liar, back in Roosevelt's time, would have been unheard of. But nowadays, presidential electorals are quite often called liars. Now, Donald Trump, he may not present all the details and in-depth information, but I think what he says is somewhat legitimate. The things like the building of the wall, that's a hypothetical for just beefing up security around the Mexican border, which is what's needed because a lot of the Mexicans that are coming in are violent and they want to take a large section of the U.S. back into Mexico's hands. Obviously, someone's going to stop that, and that's not on Clinton's list of priorities. And I don't think that's acceptable, because that's our immediate problem. I mean, I've made other videos about China, and Donald Trump has done business with them. He's offshore jobs to them and all that. But I mean, that's what any business leader has done at this point. And as I said, he's a disturber. He'll mix things up. And it's a change of pace from this Obama administration, which has been abysmal. They've not been a success story. He was talking about change and all this, and none of that happened. So I say, let's try the change thing again, except with somebody else. Somebody who's not Obama, someone who wasn't in his cabinet. Someone who, we don't know what to expect from him, to be honest. But I think that's a good thing. Some people go, well, it's better to go with the devil you know opposed to the one you don't know. But we know how bad the devil is with the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton being involved in that and the kind of things they got up to. Now, in her speech today, all she did, along with Elizabeth Warren, was bash on Donald Trump. And it's very simple rhetoric. Just pound it home. And you don't need any real proof of any of this sort of stuff. You just got to play to the tune of the masses. And people will go for it. Because the fact of the matter is, most people are stupid. They just believe what they're told, and they have their biases, and they go along with it, even if they know it isn't entirely true. With Trump, I know he's going to lie a little bit to us, but that's okay. There's no way you can get to that position if you don't lie a little bit. But to be full-blown lying every time you open your mouth, like Hillary Clinton, there's a serious problem there. We can't have a president who's just going to carry on this self-destructive path of destroying America within, which is what the Obama administration did. If you read any of the internet propaganda there's been since the Obama administration took power, it's all anti-American, it's all anti-white, and it extends to everything. Into the movie industry, into the music industry. Every form of media outlet is tampered by an anti-white male sentiment. And Hillary Clinton's not going to change that. In fact, if anything, she'll make it worse. And these anonymous supporters that I've complained about, they're just automaton robots who want to destroy the America within, and they don't even really know what the real problems are. They're confused. They put on a mask and they think that makes them a superhero. Well, I got news for them. It doesn't. And chanting and repeating rhetoric on the internet doesn't make you a superhero either. Well, unless you're saying make America great again and you're going to get us some jobs on the border and yeah, the other things you'll do. We could have a lot of fun with this president if we get Donald Trump in. Hillary Clinton, no fun. And it won't be better for us. It really won't. Anyway, yeah. I'll make another video after this one. Probably about a different subject. Getting tired of this already. Lack of information, lack to talk about. There's more information out there. There's probably hundreds of hours of information to talk about both candidates. And I wish I had access to them and time to understand and comprehend what I'm seeing, so I can make a more informed decision. But right now, I know the 100% solid decision I've made is that I'm supporting Donald Trump. And Hillary Clinton, I wish she would just go away. Anyway, see you guys later.